Hello, this is my slides on traditional notes versus Chromebook, my final project for TE 779. I am Hector Perez. So the problem that I was looking at was students have multiple ways to take notes, whether it be virtually or with their school issued Chromebook or traditional method with pen and paper. I wanted to see which method would be preferred by students in order to accommodate their needs and understand the material and practice their note-taking skills that they can carry on to college or wherever on they go on into careers after. So writing notes is something that is helpful. It helps understand information and process it, whether it be typing or writing. So my hypothesis is that students prefer a combination of the both. Students are comfortable with both methods, but I've noticed more positive feedback with traditional methods, pen and paper. I think students would prefer the traditional method, but would like to integrate some more technology into their notes. So in my class, we initially started using Chromebooks to take their notes because that's how the curriculum was set up, where they would have the stuff for them. And then after that, I started using the traditional method where I'd print out packets for them and then they would do notes that way. So I have had students see both ways, and I felt like it was fitting to do this survey based on comparing the two. So some introduction literature overview. So the most important aspect is to recognize that scientists have studied the effectiveness of digital versus paper notes, and they found out that paper notes are simply more effective if students are using them to learn and remember what they're learning. So in math, it's a lot of writing down problems and equations and understanding how to use them, as well as manipulating graphs and dealing with lines and curves and things of that nature. So writing them down is helpful because they get that brain to muscle memory where they get to work with it on pencil. So when they're working on the quiz, it feels more comfortable and they're able to know what's going on better. But another one said that even though certain methods have proved to be more beneficial, there is no ultimate method. Personal preference and purpose are the key determining factors of the right note-taking for method for an individual. So I've noticed a lot of people in the college level like to use computers, which is effective because once you get more comfortable with the technology, it can be a really helpful tool in order to screenshot and annotate notes and things of that nature, and just do things that we can't simply do on paper notes. So it just really depends on the class and the student. So my sophomores and freshmen were the participants. I posted the survey on Google Classroom and I had them take it on Qualtrics XM. I set up the survey to students asked about their grade level and gender. Then they were asked about their preferences and comfortability using both the computer-based notes and traditional notes. Some threats to validity could be students rushing to get the survey done. Since they are high school students, they may want to just finish it fast so they can go back to a game or sitting back on their phone. I will give the survey to students at the start of the class by having them log into their Google Classrooms, access the link from there. They can either use their phones or laptops to do the survey. So some data I got right here. How do they prefer to take notes? So these are some of the questions. 135 responses to that one. And it was astounding that over 90 prefer to use the notebooks. About 25 prefer to combo the both, and then less than 20 prefer just the Chromebooks only. I also asked which method helps you understand and retain math concepts better. Another astounding over 100 said notebook, with very few saying Chromebook or combination of both. So these were very important statistics. And when I was looking at the data, because it was very glaring that there was one preference over the other. And then I also asked, do you believe that using Chromebooks and physical notebooks has positive impact on their academic performance? And it was strong that they understand that we need to take notes. So some results. Um, Students understand the need for notes in a math class regardless of the method. 72% of students preferred notebook, with 19% preferring both and 10% Chromebook only. So it's evident that students prefer notebooks as the best way to learn, like I was saying before. A Chromebook is a feature that is popular. 62% chose this option, is being able to access online resources such as maybe Desmos or apps that show step-by-step calculations or explanations. Sorry. 50% of students said their favorite feature of a notebook was it was better for problem solving. 89% said they retain better with traditional notebooks. So it's important to see that there are positives that they understand of using a Chromebook. So 62% saying that they understand that the online resources is very easily accessible with the Chromebook. So it's just understanding how to balance the two with the computer and the traditional methods. But there was a clear favorite with the traditional method. So this is my first year teaching. I've only ever used the computer notes and I've done the backup notes with paper. I tried both methods this year, as I mentioned earlier. I noticed students would get distracted with the computer notes because many sites that they had available to them. One thing that was actually recently suggested to me was maybe integrating technology, but not the technology that's computers, but the graphing calculators. So if I can introduce the graphing calculators to freshmen, by the time they're seniors and taking calculus, they'll be much more comfortable with using those calculators and knowing the technology of what to do and how to graph with it, how to find calculus, how to do statistics with it. So that was one thing that was pointed out to me was um, they understand that they're going to get distracted by using computers because of all the sites that are available to them. But at the same time, they understand that the technology will help further their math skills and their understanding and learning. So that was my slides. So thank you for watching.